All right, we're really excited this morning in the camper up here in South Carolina. Today is the day before the big day, and the big day is obviously Christmas. Santa Claus comes. So Christmas Eve. So anyway, we also have tomorrow being the day before the big day, because we are going to get ready to go work our way towards Port Site, Arizona for the big convergence with the escapers. So we're super excited about that. I'm going to be working on the truck a little bit this morning. I'm going to change some brakes and rotate the tires. Autumn, you want to tell them what happened to your eyeball?
If you want to know what happened to my eye, go follow me on Instagram, also at Hurricane Autumn.
Okay, or I'll give you the short version is our bull mastiff was sleeping beside her on the couch the other day and stepped on her face. Yeah, well, stepped on her face. So anyhow, and Kimberly and Autumn are going to be making some Christmas baked goods in the oven, which incidentally, we've got the old pizza stone trick where you put that in the bottom of your oven.
It really does work.
And it really does work. It keeps the food from burning on the bottom. So we picked that up for I think $1 or $2 at a thrift store, and it solved the whole problem. So they're doing some baked goods, and I'm working on the truck, and we're gonna start getting camp wrapped up. I gotta wipe the awning off, and I got some more exciting news we'll tell you about later. We're excited for Christmas and excited to go to Arizona. I went to the parts store and I got the brake pads that I need. I thought I was going to have my pit crew here, meaning Jacob and possibly my other son Wyatt, but they are off shopping. Apparently they had to make a special Christmas run into Columbia, so I'm going to be doing the brakes by myself and rotating the tires. We did catch the brakes as they were just squealing a little bit, but didn't cause any damage, so we're going to get some new brakes on here, rotate the tires around, and we'll be ready to head on out to Quartzsite. So I just want to take a minute to talk about the tools that I used for this project. Basically, I used a ratchet and a socket. I used my air wrench here, my impact driver, okay, and one socket. And I've got a little pancake air compressor that I actually bring with us. So I have that option when we're out on the road if we want. It fits in the truck pretty easily and not a big problem. And I can actually run it off the generator. So, you know, even if we're out in the middle of the desert or something, we still could have air to blow up the tires, or we could have the air wrench if we want. It's, you know, not too difficult. So the other thing that I want to talk about is, all right, if you look right here, I got two different jacks. I've got this big floor jack that is really great to have, and is what I usually use with my truck, and then my son had a truck with some bigger tires, and that works really nice. We do not take that with us. That's really heavy and really big, so we're not taking that big jack with us. But what I do have that we do take with us is this little bottle jack, and I don't know what I picked this up for, maybe 25 bucks or something. You get them at Harbor Freight or Menards or Lowe's or just about anywhere you can find a bottle jack. This one is a 6-ton, so it should be more than capable of handling anything. Just to save time, because I was here at the house, I jacked up the front with the floor jack, and instead of pulling the floor jack out and putting a jack stand under there and so I could swap the tires, I pulled this guy out, and it's the first time I'd used it, and I jacked up the back of the truck with this. Well, it worked fabulous. So I feel confident this jack will work for any needs that I have jacking up the truck, or maybe the frame of the trailer. When I change tires on the trailer, I don't typically jack the trailer up. What I do is I'll put up a series of blocks, step blocks, to roll up one tire onto, and it will raise the other tire off the ground, and that's typically how I go about changing the tire on a trailer. And I think we did show that a little bit. If you look at our video of getting ready to go up to the Upper Peninsula, we changed the tire, and I think we actually showed how we did that on there. So you can check that out. I'll put a link to it in this video. Alright guys, so we got the brakes done and the tires rotated just in time for Kimberly to go off to a luncheon with her friends, maybe a few minutes late. I'm super happy about it. I know she's going to be safe, but I don't know if she really cares. Alright, Merry Christmas. She gone, and I think maybe I'll start working on the next project. So the next project we're going to do is take care of our awning. So as you can see, if I pull this down a little bit here, we've been sitting under pine trees for the last, I don't know, month or 2 months now, here at our home base in South Carolina. Before that, we were under hardwood trees up in northern Michigan and in different places throughout the summer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean this awning and get it ready to put away. You can see that it's got, I don't know, bugs and just kind of dirt and what have you. You can see underneath here these dirt stripes. And I tried washing that with just water, and that didn't do the trick. Right, so to take care of these stains and stuff on here, I picked up this awning cleaner from Thetford. I got it at a RV dealer. It says spray it on, roll up the awning, wait for 30 minutes, and then come back and unroll it and scrub any stubborn stains that you have, and then rinse it off. The lady at the dealership said it works really well. She said roll it up after you spray it, and then as you unroll it, scrub a little area at a time, spray it with water, unroll a little more, and so on until you get it down and clean. They say it works really good. So I don't know, I kind of have my reservations if it'll work on stains like this. So we'll find out. Alright guys, so be prepared probably to get a little bit wet when you're doing this job, and but it went pretty good. Took some elbow grease. It's not like you just spray it on there and then it just rinses right off, at least when it's, you know, as bad as what ours was. But if I pull this down, you might want to watch out.
Oh gosh.
I almost got Autumn.
That's the right way to go.
Alright. Here, pull that.
I'm good.
There we go.
Oh, wait, don't do it. Let me go inside.
All right, so when we pull this down, that looks a whole bunch better. And then if we put it up here, you remember how it looked before? That looks way better. We got a little cleaning too. But now another project done. Next one will have to be the roof. Because now with a clean awning, it makes the roof look pretty bad. Just from a standpoint of keeping the roof in good condition, we're going to have to clean that here soon as well. But we wanted to tackle this job before we left out of our home base, because out here we can run a hose, wash the camper, we can do whatever we want. And it's
73 degrees.
So plenty warm to do it too. I'm actually sweating. This is not sweat, this is water, but I'm sweating too. So anyhow, but this is probably not something you'd want to do in an RV park.
No.
It'd probably be frowned upon. So we'll get that done here, and we're starting to be ready to head out to Quartzsite. Little packing up, get a little Christmas done.
A lot of Christmas done.
A lot of Christmas done, yeah. So we'll catch up with you later. So phase 3 or 4 or whatever it is of getting ready for Quartzsite and getting ready for Christmas is Autumn
It's my elf hat.
in her little apron, and Kimberly are cooking up some Christmas treats. And there's our cat, who will be leaving here in a few days. She lives here. She doesn't like to travel. We tried that one time already.
She peed on me.
Yes, she
Which
peed on
swears?
stuff.
Which swears?
Watching a little Elf, our favorite movie. Oh, look. Your head just took up the entire television. That's awesome. Anyway, watching a little Elf. We got our little Christmas tree over there with our angel who's flown over. Got some
The
Christmas
angel's
gifts.
as big as the tree.
Big as a tree. So, ladies, what are we cooking?
This
What?
is, wait, let me look. I have to look at the recipe. It is Christmas Chex Mix. And it's going to look like this when it's all done.
In hopes.
Oh, okay. I'll eat that.
Ha!
We're going off our diet for a few days here. What else are you making?
Peanut butter blossoms, Christmas crack. Yeah, Christmas crack cookies. Not real Christmas crack.
Not real crack.
What else are we making? I don't know so far. Oh, Muddy Buddies and cornflake wreaths.
Woohoo!
Muddy Buddies are my favorite.
I like bugles.
So we have lots to do.
Well, you're all set then.
You know, if you didn't want them to break, yum, this is going to be the cherry on top, so to speak.
It does look like the picture.
You sound surprised.
I don't know. I love Pinterest. You're so Christmassy.
I try. Darn it. Watch it. That's it. Let's look.
I think it would have been
Now,
good with crunch on.
here's the problem. The recipe says to put it in your freezer.
I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
don't think it's gonna fit in our freezer, so we're gonna have to come up with something a little bit more creative.
Okay.
Okay, so I made puppy chow, which is basically a mixture, well, it's Chex with a mixture of chocolate, half a stick of peanut butter, half a stick of butter, and, and half a cup of peanut butter. That is poured on top of the Chex, and then when you have that, you put it inside of a bag, a large bag such as this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not camper size, but okay. And then you pour some powdered sugar on it,
Yep.
and then you just shake it until it looks like this. And you can add powdered sugar after.
Looks pretty good.
All right, guys. So we were able to get a couple projects done for the camper and the truck. And Kimberly and Autumn made some really good treats that we had at a family Christmas party this evening on Christmas Eve. And we went to the Christmas Eve candlelight service, which was really great. And now all of the children are sleeping. You sleeping? Oh, she's not sleeping.
Oh, that was hard.
So anyway, all of the children are almost sleeping. They're trying hard. Hank is sleeping. The kids are sleeping, sort of. And Santa Claus has come to town. There's our camper-sized Christmas tree. And we received some gifts from some of our friends and family, and the kids had a good time shopping for one another and for their parents. And this is our tree topper that we normally have on top of our big tree. And honestly, it would tip our little tree over, so we just put her right there to kind of carry on the tradition. Anyway, I hope that everybody has a wonderful Christmas. We're going to get some sleep. And everybody have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Santa's coming to town.
What's up, guys? It's Camper Size Living here. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And we have one more project to do. This big secret project we've been waiting on. And it actually was a Christmas gift that we got a couple weeks ago. We are about to wash the back of the camper and put up